don't know. Dude, you're asking me when the next movie night is on fucking. I bet it's. Morning. Not my drunk ass up beating up this. Back. Favorite furry streamer? Hello. Hello. I'm known as a lot of things. Are you doing Echo? It's been a minute.
Welcome to Gamescom live from the Xbox booth.
In just a few minutes, the team from Star Wars Outlaws will show off some gameplay from one of the most anticipated games of the year. Then we'll tell you how to get into the newest chapter of World of Warcraft.
I'm glad, man. I'm glad you had a great time. We'll get to looking at what we could do next, what we can watch next. But I'm sure we'll try to get it done going within next 2 weeks.
Plus, we've got more. From Microsoft Flight Simulator, Fallout 76, and Towerborn, not to mention a new sim that literally lets you date everything. Intrigued? Stay tuned to find out more about these and many other titles.
But first, it's time to throw it to the latest from Star Wars Outlaws.
Well, I'm here, honestly. Well, it's just we fuck yeah. I want to look at more gameplay for this.
Underworld's favorite new scoundrel.
I need Perfect Dark News also. I don't think we're gonna get it here. I don't think we're ready for it.
This is your one shot. A safe filled with 157 million credits. And I can get you inside.
Get in. How about getting out? This job, it's a death wish.
I'm in. I've had a fucking.
Your lives are over. Your family, friends.
Yeah, it's a Xbox is doing 3 days.
There's nowhere in the galaxy you can hide.
You want to live? Get in with the Underworld's most dangerous syndicates.
Salacious Crumb is in the game. I'm buying.
The Outer Rim is never seen.
Yeah, something Halo really would be nice.
I'm in.
This game is rated T for simulated gambling, but I think it'd be really funny if I just did a gambling.
I am so so in, because that rowdy trailer belongs to Star Wars Outlaws. And joining me now to talk through this
Halo
very
TV show
epic
reboot.
space adventure, please welcome creative
Oh shit, I
director
think I
Julian
recognize.
Garrison.
Yeah,
How you
bro, it's
doing?
Salacious
Hello,
Calm.
excited.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, that's a hell of a trailer to cut. I mean,
Do you know what? That's the first time I've seen it.
No.
And it's
What do you think?
it's awesome.
Oh,
It's,
yeah.
The music gets me every time. I love the characters.
Yeah.
The locations look great. So, from a point of view of somebody who's just discovering it, I'm very happy.
Good. I mean, can you set the scene for us a little bit? Because although that did give us a little look at what we're going to be getting up to,
Yeah.
what is Star Wars Outlaws exactly?
Fortnite Festival.
What is Star Wars Outlaws? So, it's the first ever open world Star Wars RPG game that features scoundrels.
Listen, man, all I gotta say is
My
eat
favorite
shit.
archetype of
Gears
Star
of
Wars.
War
So
E-Day looks
it's
fucking
really
rad. Halo
giving you the
Infinite
key
sucked.
to be part of the underworld, part of the galaxy of Star Wars on your terms.
I love the sound of it, because you're right. This is a brand new experience for a lot of players.
This guy's got more swag than Jeff Keighley on what was it, Monday, Tuesday?
And now to finally play as one is
Tuesday?
incredible. And we've seen a bit of Toshara, we've seen a bit of Tatooine. You've picked some great locations for the game, but now we're going to get a little look at the planet Akiva, right?
Yes, absolutely. So this is the first time we really dive into Akiva. And Akiva was only ever featured in a series of books called Aftermath. So we're the
Oh,
first
nice.
to
They-
take those words
they brought
and to
legends.
transform them into something lush, beautiful,
Unless,
complex.
Aftermath
And
is a
complex
part
not just in
of
scenery,
shit that is-
but also in the politics, the dynamics that are happening. You'll be able to see while Kay runs around the streets of Mira, the main city.
It's very beautiful.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
gorgeous,
Yeah.
Who are
but
you?
it's also corrupt. And you'll see that there's stormtroopers, there's an Empire presence, and the Pikes and the Hutts are also fighting it out. So Empires and Syndicate presence within the city, within the planet as a whole.
Well, we'll get onto the syndicates in just a sec, but as I've heard from you before, speaking about the game, one thing your team's really proud of in particular with Star Wars Outlaws is those hubs of
Yeah, the
where
UI's
Kay
the
can
UI's
get her
very
intel, and
nice.
that all
It's
starts
very,
with
very
cantinas. Now, the
not
cantinas that we
in
have
the way.
on
It's
Akiva,
non-existent.
Very different to the ones
I
we
like
have
that.
on Tatooine. Tell me a bit about how you go in designing these to make sure they feel like Star Wars cantinas, but also reflective of the planet or moon that they're on.
Absolutely. So the Cantina is this
Tom.
flashpoint of everything that makes Star Wars
I
special.
thought you were the
And
locust.
the approach, the design philosophy that we worked with Lucasfilm Games really allowed us to understand the simplicity, relatability, and yet difference that all of these locations can take. So, for example, in the real world, you have jazz bars, you have Korean barbecues, you have all of these different types of location.
In the
So
Star
each
Wars
one
world,
of
you have
these has
jizz
to have a
bars.
different type of vibe. Here in Akiva, it's a tropical tiki bar. So that's the vibe that we were going for there.
Sounds great, and it's obviously a great place to meet up with these crime syndicates and get some jobs. How do they make an impact on the game?
So, of course, this is a game about the underworld of Star Wars.
Bring it.
And there are 4 main syndicates. There's maybe more, but there are 4 main syndicates that you'll be dealing with. The Pikes, the Hutts, the Ashiga clan that we created with Lucasfilm Games, and the Crimson Dawn. And you, as an outlaw, are going to be able to work on your reputation with each one of those. Doing jobs for some, betraying others, and building your profile accordingly. So very, very involved in your personal story throughout this adventure.
That's incredible. So they will form a general
Back in your
structure
hole.
that Kay can live out this story in, but how much
I'm not alone.
agency do players have to maybe go off the beaten path, maybe take Kay down some slightly darker routes, or playing the good guy a bit?
Eat that jizz
100%
soundtrack. The
comes-
jizz soundtrack
So,
goes
for
so
example,
stupid. It's
here,
unreal.
This is the first time we ever show this quest. And it's a quest where you've landed in Akiva. Your main focus is to go pick up a droid smith. A droid smith that you need to pull off this heist that we've been talking about. 157 million credits. That's a lot of
Not
credits.
bad, yeah.
And to do that, you're going to have to upgrade your equipment, which we're doing there.
Yeah.
We're making sure that your loadout is the right one. You jump on your speeder, and you'll be able to be distracted by curiosity on the way. So you're speeding off, you're on the way. It's quite a journey, and on that journey, you're going to be able to do jumps, tricks,
Nice.
The bike is based on a motocross, so it feels visceral as well.
Right.
And you'll be able to come across different things. Like here we have an Imperial.
What's up, bitches? Is my favorite
landing.
quote in
Do
Gears
you
of
go
War.
and mingle with those people? Do you mess around with the Empire at this point, or do you save it for a little bit later on? Because guess what? That droidsmith, he's going to be located in an Imperial compound.
Oh, just our luck. Just our luck. Well, how well equipped can the player be to tackle? That's not a compound.
It's like it's his fucking job to sell the game. I'm not gonna judge a dude for trying to do his
She's
job.
going to have the equipment to be able to do that. And that starts off with things like your binoculars to be able to scope the different opportunities. There's not just one way in, there's several ways in. The surest way to meet a very certain end is to go in guns blazing. Because this is the Empire we're talking about. So it's a massive force in front of you. We're going to go stealth.
Okay.
And binoculars, one thing. Blaster, another. Nix, incredibly important. Let's just have a taste of how Kay uses Nix.
Okay.
She's going to be sending me across.
I don't listen to what
attacking,
people are
clawing
saying.
the
I don't listen to
hell
what
out of
people
that
are.
stormtrooper.
I just
I feel
observe.
bad for the guy. That's
You shouldn't. He's there. He's built for this.
okay. True.
You take out the second stormtrooper, and now you have to hack through that laser barrier to be able to get into the gooey good stuff in the middle of that fortress.
Good
So there's
stuff.
quite a few different ways of engaging in a mission like
Gooey.
this.
Absolutely.
Is gooey.
What would happen if we did go in all blasters blazing? Would it be a big problem for us on this particular mission?
This is an
Wordle!
Empire compound, so that's going to be a real problem.
Okay. I'll take
Wordle!
One of the conditions is that you don't set off the alarm, because if the alarm sets off, you're going to shut down that compound.
Fair enough.
You may revisit the compound later on to be able to steal more stuff and to really find all of the treasures. And there, you can do it the way you want. But ATSTs, guarding the door, you've got a blaster and Nix. Do you really want to put yourself in that sort of situation?
I could take my chances, honestly. Earlier on, though, we did see with Kay's using her blaster now, but before that, she was working on it a bit on her workbench.
Yes.
Inside the Trailblazer.
That-
What is that all about? Is that like upgrading? Or?
Yeah, that's absolutely upgrading your weapon.
Okay.
Because we want this to be about a resourceful underdog. And a resourceful underdog, they have one main tool that you can upgrade. You can have a charge blast, which is like a rocket launcher.
What?
And plasma, which is the regular blaster,
Right.
with speed mode to it, so it feels like an automatic weapon. And you have one function, which is the shock function, which we'll see a little bit later on.
Nice. I love the way that she even moves around. Like you mentioned before, scoundrel archetypes.
Yeah, if you don't play a lot of Far Cry open
The
worlds,
movements of
you're
Kay,
solid.
like
But
the
if you play nothing
mannerisms
but
of
Far Cry
swagger,
open worlds,
really communicates that so well.
It's something that
you're
we
doomed.
worked on Division 2.
Right.
And those are trained military agents,
Yeah.
civilian agents, but with military training. Here we wanted a resourceful underdog. So you have to have that different movement. But all of those mannerisms and that sort of swagger that you see
Yeah.
there, that's Umberly who brought that to the character, and she'll be able to tell you all about it.
Okay, great. I'll make sure to. One thing that I want to point out as well, we did just talk about the blaster a little bit. We're getting to see some of the action over there. Nice shot, by the way. The sound of it, too. I mean, in Star Wars, there are so many sounds that are iconic. Players, you know, when we listen to them, it makes the hair in our
If you
arms stand
close
up.
your eyes and think
Oh.
TIE Fighter,
Yeah, TIE Fighter, I'm thinking.
But if
like,
you close
the
your eyes,
Sergeant
ayo,
Charge.
ayo, does
Oh,
it-
man,
oh,
yeah. But Kate's
feel
blaster
like
also has a really
nothing's
satisfying punch
changed
to it.
at
So
all. But
tell
if
me
you
about the process of
close
making
your
sure that you're designing
eyes,
their weapons, sound-wise, the feel of it, the look of it. Make
exaggerated
sure it's
swagger,
authentic to Star Wars,
swagger
but
of a
also
low-income
brand
bounty
new,
hunter.
something that you've created.
we have to get
A low-income
inspiration from the
smuggler.
past.
A low-income
Get inspiration
smuggler.
from the original trilogy, because this adventure happens in between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi.
Right.
So we had access to all of those things. And then the pleasure is looking at that, working with that, and coming up with something that sounds new and that become its own sound. And that extends from the sound design to, you know, the music of the piece, which I think is remarkable. We
Yeah,
heard it in
gorgeous.
the trailer. It's fantastic.
Anytime I hear the horns, honestly, I'm goosebumps. It's crazy. So we finally find our droid smith here then, I guess.
Yeah, who's not particularly happy to see you. So I'm not going to spoil the story, but the droid smith, Gadik, has a past with you.
Okay.
And he's ended up working with the Empire, so you know he's made some really bad decisions.
Oh dear, yeah. It's not great. I mean, he's already got a protocol droid firing a gun at us. I never thought I'd see that, but... Now that's caught his interest.
That's caught his interest.
Interesting.
There's a real challenge. There's a real opportunity. It's not motivated by the credits, but tinkering around with some new tech. That's what catches his eye.
I could get on with this guy. But the problem is, once we extract Gadik, we have to get out as well, right?
And that's where the blaster comes into its full use.
Nice.
So this is going to be part of one of those main quests. It's a linear quest, and there's a whole path where you explode into.
We know how the Neuralink works yet.
All of the tools at your disposal.
Right.
Before we edited a little segment which was a puzzle room.
Right,
we didn't want to spoil the puzzle. We didn't want to spoil the traversal. We wanted to focus on the real action of this.
Yeah. I gotta know how, like, how's that thing work? Because that's gonna go wrong. Not only is it a chip in the brain.
Because scoundrels, they love to improvise. They're good under pressure.
Game's got an active reload. It can't be bad.
Encouraging players to make sure they look around them, identify bits that are useful, send nicks out. Play around with it a bit.
All of those tools, you've got an adrenaline shot. If you recognize that, it allows you to slow time, pick your targets, and it's an automatic kill.
Nice. That's a bit more of a problem, though.
This guy's got a shield, and one of your modules will be able to disable that shield, opening them up for the deadly shot.
We got Red Dead Pog. Pog.
And that's it. You grapple hook out and escape the base.
You make it seem so easy. I'm gonna try it, and it's not gonna be that.
I
easy.
wish I was playing this game. There's a whole team.
I want to gamble. Let's go gambling.
Yeah, I mean, right at the end there, we also got a little sizzle, a little taster of the rest of what's to come in the game. And one thing in particular I spotted there was some sabak happening as well.
Yep, sabak.
So you got to tell me about that because I love it.
Sabak is a big part.
Hey, can you censor yourself,
So
Natalie? Oh, ship combat. Come on.
Gave us this depth of play and being able to collect special cards that change the rules of the game while you go along. So there'll be tournaments, there'll be high stakes games, there'll be a lot of credits to win as well.
Great. Well, I'll have to get practicing on that. Definitely. But so I just want to say thank you so much.
I love
for
Triple
us.
Triad.
Incredibly insightful. Cannot wait to play the game, and it's not too long until launch. So
next week.
Buckle up. Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us, Julian. Next up, though, to celebrate the launch of Star Wars Outlaws, we decided to test some lucky fans on their Star Wars knowledge. Let's see how they got on.
I got this. Let's see what I'm a bit of a Star Wars fan.
And it's time for a massive giveaway. So we've rounded up some fans for a chance to win some very fabulous prizes. How will they earn this sweet loot, I hear you ask? Well, Star Wars trivia, of course. So here's how it's going to work. Each fan will be given a
Caravan.
Star Wars Outlaws trivia question, and if they answer correctly, they will win a beautiful Nyx plushie. Isn't it adorable?
Who's that guy's fucking cool. You're just gonna show me a cool black guy and then take him away from me? Bring him back. Bring him back. Bring him back. Thank you for the membership, Natalie. I appreciate it.
Entered to win one of our prized Star Wars Outlaws Xbox Series X and S consoles. Are you ready? Let's go. I'm here with the lovely Citron. And where are you from, Citron? I'm from Cologne. Amazing. Are you ready to win some prizes?
Toad?
Yes. Okay, let's go. First question. What is the name of the main character of Star Wars Outlaws?
It's freaking Kay Vess.
Yes! What's her last name?
Bro, fake fucking fan. Nah, you had to think about it. Me, I knew that shit. Oh, I should have gotten that. That should have been me. That should have been me.
What is the name of K-Vess's starship?
I don't fucking know.
Oh god. You can do this, Citron. I don't know. Take a guess.
Avis called her starship the Ship Star.
Oh, so close, but it's not correct. Well, we still got your next plushie, so well done, though. Yay! He's done good.
Just gotta get one correct. Just gotta get one.
Jan. Jan, lovely to speak to you. And where are you from today?
I'm from Switzerland.
Stunning. Are you ready to win some Star Wars prizes? Yes. Let's go. Okay, question number 1.
Okay.
What is the name of K-Vess's main companion?
ND5.
Little guy called Nix.
Yes, it is.
Wrong. It's the robot. It's the robot. It's the droid. Name's
Okay,
ND5.
are you ready to step up a level now? Yes. Okay. And how can Nix help K in battle in the game?
So he
Fucks
can
them.
attack people and pull levers and stuff.
That sounds good to me. I think that's correct. Let's go. GG's. Well
Oh,
done.
fucking
The Star Wars controller is yours. I am here with
Marcel.
Marcel. How are you?
Marcel. Hold
Are you
on,
ready
the
to win
swag.
some Star Wars prizes?
Marcel.
I think so.
Okay.
Marcel.
What's the launch date of Star Wars Outlaws?
It's the 30th of August.
Yes, it is.
August.
GG's. Woo! And next for you. Let's go. Not long at all as well. Are you ready for your next one?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Between which 2 classic Star Wars movies?
Fucking
did the
Empire
events of
Strikes
Star Wars
Back and Return of the
Outlaws
Jedi.
take place?
I'm a
The
genius.
Empire Strikes Back and the Return of the Jedi.
Let's go. Well done, Marcel. You win
I feel like that one girl got gypped on her
Star Wars
question.
fan.
What the
GG's. Well
fuck?
done.
Yeah, thank you. But
I'm now here with
Ilya.
Ilga. How are you today?
Thank you very much. Fine.
Awesome. Let's win some Star Wars prizes together. You ready?
Yes, I am.
I actually hate
First
Star
question,
Wars.
what is the
I do
preferred
not
weapon
like
of
this game.
K-Vess?
It's a blaster.
Yes, it's a heavy blaster. Let's go. And next plushie for you.
She actually uses a sword.
Well done. Are you ready to step it up a level?
Yes, of course.
Next question, a bit harder. Where did Kay grow up?
On Tatooine, but I have forgot the exact place.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It was Cantonica and Canto Bite, but so close. Well done. Enjoy the next plushie.
Thank you very much.
I have never
Let's
seen
go.
Star Wars.
Yay. Woo! Okay, I'm now here with
Thomas.
Thomas. Lovely to chat to you. Are you ready to win some Star Wars prizes?
I hopefully do, yeah.
I believe in you. Okay, first question.
Yeah.
Who is the publisher of Star Wars
It's
Outlaws, the
Boobysoft.
game?
Ubertsoft.
Ubisoft.
Yes,
Yu-
it
Yu-
is.
Yubertsoft.
Next plushie for you. Woo!
That.
Let's
I'm a
go.
I would have so many
Okay,
plushes.
Next question, a little bit harder now.
I would have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I've tried.
What type
he's
of
a fucking
droid
commando
is
droid. A
MD5?
little hard. He's a commando droid. What?
It must be a PX Commander.
Yes, it is.
Like,
Commando droid, yeah.
bro. Bro.
Well,
Ubisoft.
that's it for us here at Trivia Gamescom. But if you think you can do a little bit better, you too can enter for a chance to win a custom Star Wars Outlaws Xbox Series X.
Yeah,
with a
you should give it to me
controller
now
stand
because I
or
answered
an
all
Xbox
of those
Series
questions
X.
correctly.
All you need to do is
They call me
head
the
over
Papa
to
Smurf of Star Wars.
twitch.tv/Xbox and follow the prompts in chat to enter this question. What species is Nyx? Good luck. Remember to answer
Swaggle-waddle.
in chat. And now it's over to Henry with one of the beautiful voices from Star Wars
Ubisoft? I don't trust
Outlaws.
Ubisoft.
Hey, they did pretty good. But joining me now is Kay Vess herself, Amelie Gonzalez. How you doing?
Happy to be here. Exciting.
They did pretty good. on the
Becca
quiz.
Break,
They
get the
did.
fuck
I
off
was
of my
answering
screen.
along with them.
Yeah, you got them all right, obviously.
Obviously. Next
Boss, we
we're-
left a
we're-
star. We
He's got
left
his
a
drink, he's happy.
Xbox on the range.
So
Slap a
Perfect,
Star Wars
great.
logo on it.
Now, I'm the
He's
sort
gonna
of person
sell
that loves to know,
billions.
a Star Wars fan in particular. So before we get into talking how you're actually in the game, break down for me. What was your first what was your Star Wars awakening? How did that come about?
Well, I grew up in Venezuela, so it was all in Spanish, and it was Guerra de las Galaxias. So, you know, that's something I love about Star Wars, is that it doesn't matter the color of your skin, what language you speak, where in the world you are, you all have a Star Wars story, and mine just happens to be
I do not. I
the
don't
other
hate
side
Mecha Break.
of,
I just
South
don't like
America.
Mecha Break. I've
So
played
it's
it.
exciting, you know, when
I
got
do
to
not
share
care
about
for it personally.
With my family and friends, I got to relate to it in my language, in my culture.
What was their reaction when they first found out that, by the way, I'm actually going to be in it now?
Unreal. I
Yeah.
mean, there was a lot of questions.
When I hear
think
diversity,
my
I get
family also, especially my
angry.
parents, they started watching all of the movies, especially when I shared that it was in the original trilogy between Empire and, you know, Return of the Jedi. So I did too. I think I like blasted the Star Wars theme song and I watched the movies. And anytime I see anything Star Wars, I just have this like Star Wars. You know?
Part of us.
I'm like,
yeah, that's
peace,
us.
yeah.
That's us. In terms of Kay and playing the role of a scoundrel, where did you have to go for that? What did you have to reach into to sort of conjure up this character?
People would sooner like play as an
obviously we see
alien
scoundrels
species
in
that
this
doesn't exist,
timeline,
than a
like the
black
likes of
person
Han
or a
Solo,
woman.
Amanda Calrissian.
And I think that is
But they're
insane.
so confident. They have the expertise. They know what they're doing because
I just want to roll
they're
around
out
in the
there
wheelchair though.
galaxy.
Can I do that?
Unlike Kay, she's a rookie. She's not an expert scoundrel, but you know she's a survivalist, and her and Nyx, you know, survive off of odd jobs and Canto Bay, and they're dreaming of more. I love the attitude, you know, the charm, the witty banter, the swagger that they have, and you know those characters were obviously inspiration, but I got to try to bring my own heart to it. You know, Kay Vess has flaws.
I'm already
She's
black,
imperfect. She has a
Mal.
vulnerability that,
Can't ask you that
I
question.
feel
It
I
doesn't
brought
apply
the
to
role,
me.
even from the first tape that I sent
Being an
in
alien
back
would be-
in 2022.
But it depends.
So
What type of alien
that's
am I?
something, you know, it's a collaboration from the whole team.
Well, the whole team's really important to it because when you're playing
Black-coated
through it,
alien.
you
Hit
even
Fisto.
hear the like banter
Hit Fisto.
between
That's a black
Kay
alien.
and ND5, and you're like, God, I really am.
Name an
This is
alien.
so relatable.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
awesome. Yeah. What's it
Name
like
5
working with the
aliens.
wider team
Rodian.
then,
Hell no.
building a new
Hell
cast
no,
of
I don't want to
characters
be a
put into
Rodian.
franchise like Star Wars. Did you have to work together too much, or?
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
mean, when you walk into a franchise
Whoop,
that's
shitto.
already established, I guess you understand so much of it, the tone, you know, just kind of the general vibe of what we're making. But because it's motion capture,
Right,
you
yeah.
require so much aid in visualizing what the world is going to look like. I don't have the luxury of relying on
The
sets
huts.
and costumes and hair and makeup. I mean, we're in the mocap studio in like these cat suits, wetsuits with these markers. We're in a volume surrounded by hundreds of infrared cameras that are capturing our every movement. It's a lot more intentional. You have to have this awareness of your body and your instrument. And you rely so much on the director, the writer, the storyboards. Sometimes they say, okay, we're about to do this kind of scene. So they pull up, you know, inspiration from the TV shows, from movies that have previously been done to capture just the air of what we're trying to make, because we have to create it in our mind's eye.
So that must be a
Yeah, that puppet's
different
staring at
way
me.
of bringing characters to life compared to like film or television, which you have done before.
Their race is
I've
Hut.
worked in
Yeah,
games before, but this is clearly
they're the
most
Huts.
involved project
They're from
Absolutely.
a planet called
From
Hutto.
top to bottom. I mean, I'm there every day in almost every scene.
They're from a planet
I've
called
recorded
Hutto, and they
over,
speak Hutties.
like,
Huttonese.
11,400 lines for the game. So I hope you enjoy my voice. You're going to hear a lot of it. It's expansive, you know, and it takes years to create it.
Like Jabba
They've
the
been working on
Slut.
it for a couple years before I jumped on back in 2022. So it's a long process. It's an incredible journey. I truly have grown alongside Kay Vess. So
Dude, I don't wanna
even though
watch
I've done video
Spaceballs.
games
I'm not
before,
for it.
leading a game requires a lot more responsibility, but I was ready for it.
Totally. I can't wait to play the game, honestly. It just looks absolutely incredible. Surely they had a real-life Nyx, at least, to help with that.
Obviously, we had him on set.
Yeah, of course. The inspiration's there. Well, Unbelievable. Thanks so much for joining me. I cannot wait to play the game. It's not too long till it launches.
It is
either,
not a
so
title.
we're
It
gonna
is
get to
their
see how other
race.
people
Because there's
react.
zero
It's
the
hitting
Hut.
people on August 30th. I'm going to get my Sabak face ready for it so that I'm good to go.
Keep your cards close.
Very close.
You can use Nyx to cheat,
Yeah,
but don't tell anyone.
He's great for that, right? Well,
Yeah.
I'll let you enjoy the rest of your Gamescom. Thanks
Thank
again.
you.
But coming up, we celebrate 20 years of World of Warcraft with the new War Within expansion. We're going to find out what fans can expect from the latest Elder Scrolls Online update.
Wow,
And next up,
ESO.
we're catching up with the team from 2 Point Studios on their latest title,
I don't-
2 Points Museum.
yeah, I don't care about
First,
any of that.
The die has been cast, and that is only the beginning. Check out the new expansion coming to Lost in Random.
It is astounding that ESO is still. Not interrupt me, fuck ass. It is astounding that ESO is still alive. Like, actually.
Phantom? We're not dead, Fortune.
A dice wielder. Oh, luck has finally turned.
Anyway, what you having? Let's make this one count.
Come here, girl, and accept your punishment.
Greetings from the amazing CSUN Games, developers of the upcoming cross-platform online
Man, I
multiplayer
don't
game
give a
Mecha Break,
fuck.
launching in 2025.
Oh man, I love hero shooters. Woohoo! I love Halo armor lock. I love that he has Halo armor lock.
Mecha Break's core mode, 6 versus 6 squad missions. We'll demo the Eye of Mizra method, where the goal is to earn points by capturing and uploading launch keys. The striker we're featuring is Falcon, a lightweight mech that excels in aerial combat.
No, Polsky, it's a hero shooter.
Players can maneuver during their dive into the fight, controlling their landing spot at the match's start to open strategic options that can turn the tide of battle. For example, Falcon excels in aerial strikes and reconnaissance. Pilots must be agile, coordinating hit-and-run tactics with teammates while staying under the radar. We've refined combat to ensure it feels satisfying both in the air and on the ground.
And it's incredible how you managed to not do either of those things. This game, this game feels so weightless, especially in the melee. Just go play fucking Armor Core.
When implementing that, our main challenge was balancing air and ground mechs, given the varying visibility, traversal paths, and cover types across our maps. We addressed this by carefully assessing each mech's strengths and weaknesses in multiple scenarios. On the Mercury Shipyards map, the goal is to move a payload to the finish line. Seizing checkpoints along the way speeds up the payload. Brace yourself and face threats from both the air and ground with your squad.
Yeah, so then I get the armor lock one and I just sit on top of the payload with dual fucking miniguns.
Is a ground-based striker that often serves as the tank for a team, boosting efficiency when pushing the payload.
Like, how much damage can this cocksucker fucking take, man?
That uniquely protects the payload or control points. Another powerful ground striker is Stego. When transformed, Stego specializes in long-range fire support as an ultra-heavy striker armed with the big guns. On the Krob sinkhole map, the goal is to collect mining data by capturing data nodes, making teamwork and strategy essential. Panther is a brawler equipped with a powerful lance and shield booster kit. Panther's devastating charged attacks and defense capabilities make.
Don't you love how weightless the melee looks? Don't you love how weightless the melee looks when,
Be prepared to face
like,
and welcome two melee machines.
I'm in a mech. I feel like swinging a weapon should feel good.
And up close. The brawlers have unique finishing moves that keep the action intense. Sky Raider is a powerful and swift air attacker that can transform into a bomber to rain fire on enemy forces. The elegant yet lethal Narukami rules the battlefield with pinpoint sniping and advanced optical camouflage, making it almost impossible to capture the stone. We invite you to join us on this exciting journey with Mecha Break. Stay tuned for its commercial release in 2025.
Sega.
Welcome, esteemed guests, to 2 Point Museum's Coastal Deep Dive. The Marine Life Museum in 2 Point County is, just as you'd expect, situated along the coast and boasts a treasure trove of wetlandian exhibits. Or at least it will do once you've hired some experts and sent them on perilous expeditions to unearth rare, but sometimes soggy, sunken treasures. Discovering and maintaining the happiness of aquatic life is also a big attraction of the Marine Life Museum. And fish have a surprising number of requirements to meet if they're to stay happy and, swimming. Guests will be wowed by the remnants of Wetlantis, and the more impressed they are, the more they will donate. The more donations means more funds to keep your facilities clean, everything nicely decorated, and vending machines well stocked. Once you uncover the Marine Life Museum, you can then hire Wetlandian experts in all your other museum locations. From there, you can grow your aquatic collection throughout your 2 Point Museum empire. Thank you for attending this Coastal Deep Dive.
If you've ever dreamed of running your own museum or just really enjoy the 2 Point series of games, then listen up, because our next guests have the game for you. And me, here to tell us all about 2 Point Museum, please welcome 2 Point Studios Design Director Ben Huskins and Executive Producer Joe Köhler. Welcome to Gamescom, to Cologne.
It's great to be here.
Great to be here.
How is Germany treating you?
Oh, absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. It's
The weather
such a
is
great.
good?
The atmosphere is incredible.
Yeah.
It is.
A little bit too warm, but that's okay.
That's okay. And the halls are cooled, so everything okay. And today's the first consumer day, so we're really excited to have you here. So, 2 Point has taken on education with campus, on medicine with hospitals. So now, Ben, how did you come up
When
with
are we
the
getting another
idea,
night at the
theme
museum?
of museum, and why should fans be excited about this game?
Yeah, well, the thing that's great about museums is that they have these amazing collections of completely unique exhibits. And as soon as we started talking about museum as an idea, we got really excited about what if we let players build up their own unique collections of exhibits. And that got us thinking about, well, like, how do the players get these exhibits? They can, they can send their experts off on expeditions around the county. They can basically explore and discover. We really love this idea of getting across this sense of exploration and discovery and anticipation about what might come back when your team comes back from an expedition. And this just got us really excited about, getting these exhibits, and then of course once you've got them, putting them on display in your museums, and actually that whole side of it as a museum manager, you deciding how you lay things out, and you deciding where do you put your most impressive exhibits, where do you want to channel your guests through the museum, and how do you give them the best possible experience?
I've got some ideas, but I've also saw in the trailer that you welcome families. I saw a lot of little children climbing on very precious exhibitions. So what do we need to look out for when we're welcoming those visitors?
So we were really excited to introduce children to 2 Point County, and I think it's just felt like such a natural fitting, a natural place for them to be. And with children, we've introduced family groups, we've introduced school trips, and all sorts of, they're kind of like little agents of chaos, and they make a right mess of the museum, don't they? But we've also introduced a lot of other character types, like the professor, he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So he likes knowledge, doesn't he?
Yeah. So when professors come in, you need to focus a bit more on education, because they're going to donate money based on how much they learn about all of your exhibits. And then if you've got frozen items, you'll get
the Yetis. I love them. I love the frozen exhibits particularly. So you also have to maintain your exhibits. So with frozen items, you need to have your freezer cooler, and then you'll get Yetis come to visit.
So if I have all these visitors, how do I keep them happy throughout the game?
So I particularly love decorating. So for me, I keep my visitors happy by making a beautiful museum. So I look into the customization options, the lighting, decorative items, and try and make a really incredible space for them to enjoy.
Yeah, Joe's museums are usually a work of art, Whereas my museums, I guess my philosophy is more, fill their minds with wonder, empty their wallets. That's more my approach.
Yeah, that's
and so
straight on.
my museums tend to end up being a bit of a hellish labyrinth where visitors have to go through about 5 different gift shops before they can escape the museum. Don't get me wrong, they still have a good time, they just leave with no money.
So in another world, you would be managing a theme park also.
Well, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
I get it. So is each museum restricted to one exhibit type?
So you can actually put any exhibit in any museum. So we designed the game like this because we wanted the players to really have freedom to build and design the museum however they wanted to.
And I saw definitely something new, which are unique fish in the game. So can you tell me more about the creation of these artsy creatures and how we can enjoy the fruits of that labor?
So we had lots of fun coming up with the ideas for the fish. I think with the exhibits in our game, sometimes we kind of pull on pop culture references, sometimes it's an idea for an animation, a joke or a pun, but with the fish, we kind of leaned quite heavily on real life reference, but then tried to inject 2-point humour and charm into it. So, like, for example, we've got the pufferfish. He's my personal favourite. He's very cute, he's got goofy eyes, puffy cheeks, and you can actually get him as a plushie in the gift shop, which is super cute. We've got the clownfish, he's small, he's got a red nose, so that's quite, like, on the nose. We've also got like the bull shark, who's kind of scary looking. He's a shark with a bull.
Any but Star Wars would go hard.
To keep him separate, or I do, because he does eat the little fish.
I've never played the first Payday. Now I've played the Payday 1 heist and Payday 2.
Let's talk about fish romance. I always wanted to say that on an Xbox broadcast. No, but seriously, how do we keep the fish population healthy?
Yeah, so, I mean, the whole aquarium management feature as a whole, there's quite a lot of depth to it, really, because there's all these different types of fish, and they all behave in different ways, and they all have different characteristics. And you're having to think about, like, do I have enough filters in the aquarium to keep them going? Do I have the right types of food for the different fish that I've got in there? Is the aquarium the right temperature for them? Because all the fish have different needs, different requirements. So there's quite a lot of depth to it. Like, the aquarium management as a whole, it's almost a game in itself. And so, yeah, you're having to think about how do I keep them healthy, because, you can even name your individual fish and get quite attached. It's Clive the fish. That's my favourite fish.
Don't get me attached, please not.
Yeah, and then, while you're nurturing them, if you give them a nice little secluded area to hang out with, then maybe fish romance will blossom.
This might affect the trout population.
Maybe you'll get, nice little baby fish.
Okay.
Exactly.
So just one follow-up question. The name of my fish is called Bartholomew. If I want to know what he needs, what he really likes, where do I find it? Like, is there a fish
Do we want to watch the
tab
rest of
or-
this?
Oh, yeah.
Ah, okay.
There's lots of info. Yeah.
Lots of information.
I don't.
Interesting. And then how do
don't
you
care.
actually level up the whole museum?
Right, yeah, so as you begin to expand your
That's just-
museum,
that's
you're going
just
to
me.
want to go on more expeditions to find a wider variety of exhibits to have in your museum. And of course, as you get more to add to your collection, you're having to think about where should I put them relative
World of
to the things
Warcraft.
that I've already got? How's it affecting my layout? Maybe I need to reorganize my whole museum layout. And as you get more things, the visitors will want to stay for longer in your museum.
I must hear about the fish. I wanted to know if they had art exhibit. Guys, you think I could get away with playing Ultra Kill again and not get called the hard R? Or you think I'll still get called the hard R? Or you think that's like still on the tape? I P-ranked Gabriel off stream, by the way. Hey guys, I P-ranked Gabriel off stream, by the way. P-ranked him with 2 weapons. You guys proud of me? Drink stands for POG. Aw, thanks. You should really temper your expectations more. I got a game downloading, so while that downloads, Upper GX in fact did update. So while that game installs, we're gonna hang out. You're waiting. I use Firefox. I use Firefox for just about everything. That being said, I'm sitting here using Opera with Firefox open on my other monitor. Oh, I kept all my fucking shit from the demo. Yeah, I'm here for this. I want the fucking shoes. Put them in your mouth.
Shit City. Never has there been a worse pit of crime and degeneracy. In this town, everyone is in a gang. There's only one rule in Shit City. Crime is the law. The city is run by the 4 biggest gangs. The Violence Gang, Muggers and Thieves, the pollution gang, the filthiest thugs in town. The business gang, hustlers and corporate fraudsters. And the debauchery gang, the unholiest of hedonists. All these goons answer to the crime minister. All but one.
Honey, I'm home. Yes. It's a loving girlfriend. Movie nights on hold. So the right shoe of every pair. No, yeah, it fucking pisses me off. I'd kill someone too. Yeah, either of them. Troopers are lethal today. I gotta be quicker. I gotta be quicker. Do I have to kill everybody in the level to leave? That's the real question. Don't be annoying. Oh my fucking god. I took damage right at the end, man. Like this. Do not explode anything. Oh, okay, there's a guy there as well. Wait. It's a feet only mission as well. Hold on. Fucking gun. How's the Xbox thing? Star Wars. WoW exists. I didn't watch the full thing. Hold on. You did good, the Xbox thing, Star Wars. What are you guys doing in here? Showed some DVD and a new Hades style game. What was it called? Because I know there's Ravens watching. That game's fucking baller. I don't like when this game does this. Like, to 3-star level, you need to play it twice. A 3-star level should be able to be completed in one go. Just shoot, you like complete the level with only your feet, but also shoot 20 guys. So it's required 2 minimum playthroughs. Blizzies. Pick up. Fucking gaming. Really? 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 That was a level. Placements in this fucking wonk. Jiggle peek. Really? I'm fucking tired. I'm gonna lie down. I'll be alive in like maybe after like an hour long nap or